when you're at the U16 team, I remember they always talk about the senior national team, and obviously that's every young girl's dream when you're on those teams. And they talk a lot about that team, and only like one or two of us was ever probably going to be able to get a call up to be on the team, or let alone be able to get a call up to come and be a part of the camp and be around the tremendous players that they have had on their teams over the course of the many years and the many gold medals that they've won. And so I think for myself, like, that's kind of what you start.
The brilliance of Paige Bueckers, showcasing an elite skill set reminiscent of a legendary talent, is undeniable. Yet, as attention focuses on her standout individual performances, a critical underlying issue surfaces. Initial fan engagement figures for the Team USA camp were surprisingly subdued. This prompts serious reflection on the broader appeal and current state of women's basketball.
Well, the moment we have been waiting for is officially here, guys. Now, the results from yesterday was decent, you know what I'm saying? But I would have liked it to see more engagement. I would like to see more fanfare. So the views and the engagement that was coming out across the board with the entire WNBA announcement of this Team USA was kind of low. Now, I'm going to be monitoring this whole situation throughout the duration of this offseason. I feel as if the excitement for women's basketball is definitely at a decline. Now, Caitlin Clark is back. Now, we just got a measure of how many people is still interested in wanting to watch women's basketball.
While recent results were satisfactory, the public enthusiasm was notably absent. Social media activity and official WNBA platform engagement for the Team USA roster announcement registered disappointingly low. This demands an examination of its implications, particularly after Caitlin Clark's previous events garnered millions of viewers, signaling peak interest. Now, the reduced attention prompts inquiry into whether this reflects a routine seasonal decline or a more fundamental alteration in the women's basketball viewership landscape.
When you're at the U16 team, I remember they always talk about the senior national team, and obviously that's every young girl's dream when you're on those teams. And they talk a lot about that team, and only like one or two of us was ever probably going to be able to get a call up to be on the team, or let alone be able to get a call up to come and be a part of the camp and be around the tremendous players that they have had on their teams over the course of the many years and the many gold medals that they've won. And so I think for myself, like, that's kind of what you start thinking about, is like how long I've kind of been involved in USA basketball and the journey that it's been. I've been on teams, and then I've had moments where I've been cut and I haven't been on teams. So you experience all of it. And I think that also speaks to how great USA basketball is and how dominant they are. Like, there's so many amazing players that have been a part of it and have worn the 3 letters across their chest. And, for me, you never take that for granted. So I'm super excited to be back here and kind of.
Caitlin Clark reflects on her long journey with USA basketball, from youth teams to the present, highlighting the scarcity of players who reach the senior national squad and her own past experiences with rejection. Her vocal appreciation for this current opportunity is palpable, yet, despite her genuine sentiments, a significant concern looms. The unresolved collective bargaining agreement talks cast doubt on the very existence of a 2025 season. This stark reality renders the current Team USA preparations for international play strangely contingent, questioning the future stability of the league itself.
Paige Bueckers look good. She looked damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. She looked like a young Diana Taurasi, bro. That mid-range shot she got is nasty. She looked hella good, y'all. I ain't gonna never ish on Paige, because I know, like, a lot of people might want to, bro. A lot of people be wanting to pin her against Caitlin and stuff, but
Paige Bueckers' on-court prowess is undeniably remarkable, her shooting form displaying an unblemished purity. It's noteworthy that while many observers attempt to construct a rivalry narrative between her and Caitlin Clark, the actual dynamic reveals 2 exceptional, complementary athletes poised to forge a truly formidable Team USA roster. The more significant revelation from the camp's second day lies in the profound depth of talent now evident. Aaliyah Boston's increasingly refined play, Paige's unparalleled lights-out shooting, and Angel Reese's potent, undeniable intensity. This collective strength transcends any singular player focus, which potentially serves as a key explanation for the altered fan engagement metrics observed. During Caitlin Clark's pivotal singular role with the Fever through the WNBA season, a clear and easily digestible narrative captivated many observers. Now, with elite talent distributed more broadly across the squad, the casual spectator might find themselves struggling to pinpoint their primary focus or attachment.
From Team USA, Sonia Citron, she really do kind of look like Caitlin Clark. I ain't gonna lie, they definitely kind of favor each other. Who is that? You got Angel Reese on there. Is that Chris Brinkley? So this is some of the videos that came out today. Let me see if I can blow this up. Aaliyah Boston.
The visual resemblance between Sonia Citron and Caitlin Clark is noted. More critically, the deliberate construction of this roster stands out, spanning diverse generations of talent, seasoned veterans from past Olympic cycles, recent WNBA rookies, and promising college stars on the cusp of transitioning. Significant media presence is evident in Durham, with key reporters from major outlets providing extensive coverage and access, ensuring a steady flow of content. Therefore, the issue isn't a deficiency in media engagement or output. The central query remains whether the specific viewership garnered by Caitlin Clark during the WNBA season will migrate to support Team USA basketball in the offseason.
Coming off the ball there. Here goes some more clips here. Now, this one right here is from Annie Costable. Let's see this one here.
Observing Caitlin's execution off the screen, her impeccable footwork, balance, and release underscores the refinements distinguishing Superior from generational talents. These camp glimpses affirm why USA Basketball deemed her inclusion crucial, despite controversy surrounding her prior Olympic omission. Addressing prevailing viewership concerns directly, Day 1 failed to meet anticipated metrics, with Day 2 exhibiting similar patterns. Several interpretations account for this. Firstly, the seasonal timing, December post-WNBA, suggests casual fans may have shifted focus. Secondly, these are practices, not competitive games, lacking the inherent stakes or drama. Thirdly, a less articulated but potent factor, a segment of Caitlin's audience was intrinsically tied to her individual appeal rather than a general affinity for women's basketball.
No, I definitely feel like Team USA basketball is going to win it all. I don't think no other team in the world is better than them. I just got to keep it real. I know some people might think otherwise because they're not from our country, but I feel like Team USA basketball look hella good, and they're definitely going to be putting the beats on teams, bro. It's just that simple. Our team is just so much better. We're just so much better, guys. I just got to.
This third audience characteristic renders the ongoing collective bargaining agreement negotiations exceptionally critical. The WNBA recently concluded its most viewed season, a trajectory significantly propelled by Caitlin Clark. Yet, without successful labor resolutions, this hard-won growth could severely falter, whether due to a work stoppage or intractable disputes over new revenue distribution. Players staunchly advocate for a higher percentage of basketball-related income, alongside significantly improved travel conditions, and a greater league investment in marketing. Conversely, owners, while acknowledging viewership gains, emphasize the WNBA still operates at a loss. They assert that the freshly inked media rights deal with Disney, Amazon, and NBC requires a period of maturation to genuinely generate profit before committing to substantially higher player salaries. This new agreement, valued at $2.2 billion over 11 years, equating to approximately $200 million annually, represents a massive financial escalation from prior terms. However, players benchmarking against NBA compensations contend this remains inadequate, challenging why women's basketball should accept a comparatively smaller share when it is demonstrably generating substantial ratings and revenue in the present moment.
So that was pretty much day 2, man. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this one. Keep them bells on. I will be back with another one. And like always, man, until next time, shake the haters.
The global preeminence of Team USA in women's basketball remains largely unchallenged due to a substantial talent gap. However, the more crucial inquiry centers on whether this international platform can regenerate the widespread interest ignited during the recent WNBA season. Viewership data starkly revealed a dichotomy. Caitlin Clark's games consistently surpassed 1 million viewers, while others reverted to approximately 400,000. This pronounced differential indicates recent league growth was intrinsically tied to one player's immense drawing power, while all major leagues benefit from transcendent stars, e.g. Jordan, Woods, Williams. The WNBA's pivotal task is converting these specific Clark fans into dedicated league followers. The offseason serves as this critical proving ground. Furthermore, the implications of a potential breakdown in collective bargaining agreement negotiations loom large. The current CBA expires post-2025, but early opt-out provisions exist. Players vocally express dissatisfaction with travel, salary structures, and revenue sharing. Conversely, owners emphasize the ongoing financial realities of a developing league. Any labor stoppage, even brief, would catastrophically undermine recent momentum. The WNBA, having just secured a massive media rights deal, achieved record ratings, and proven mainstream appeal, cannot afford to abandon this progress over a dispute. Yet, players assert legitimate grievances. Commercial travel despite generating millions, mid-tier hotels versus NBA luxury, six-figure salaries against multi-millions, and the expectation of gratitude for incremental changes when transformational reform is sought. Owners observing balance sheets still showing losses stress that new media revenue isn't immediate, arguing for financial stability before massive salary increases. They fear that acceding to all current demands could compromise long-term sustainability. Presently, Team USA training proceeds in Durham with media coverage and content flow. Nonetheless, engagement metrics suggest the casual audience remains largely uncommitted. This redirects to the fundamental question: was the WNBA's record season a genuine inflection point, or a Caitlin Clark phenomenon, unlikely to translate into sustained growth? The answer probably lies somewhere nuanced. However, upcoming off-season viewership patterns will be highly indicative. Robust ratings for Team USA's competitive play would signal an audience for high-level women's basketball beyond individual stars. Disappointing figures would warn of the need to market the league independently of Clark's magnetism. These CBA negotiations unfold amidst this uncertainty. Players aim to capitalize on momentum for significant improvements. Owners advocate for caution, seeking sustainable growth before committing to potentially unsustainable obligations. Both sides possess valid arguments and genuine concerns, necessitating a collaborative resolution to ensure uninterrupted league operation. A labor stoppage now would squander all hard-won advancements. Close vigilance is imperative over the coming month. Monitor Team USA's engagement, whether Clark's casual fans persist, and if CBA negotiations yield a mutually acceptable accord or a destabilizing confrontation. The stakes are unprecedented. The WNBA has a tangible opportunity to solidify its status as a major professional sports league. Yet, this prospect is fraught with inherent risks, and the league's handling of this pivotal juncture will ultimately define whether 2024 is remembered as women's basketball's definitive breakthrough or its premature zenith. Your insights are invited. Does your engagement with women's basketball persist? Will you follow Team USA? Where do your sympathies lie in the CBA debate?